Hey guys, what's happening? It's Brian. I get this question all the time. Brian, what is the best quadcopter? What's the best drone to buy? That's an impossible question to answer because it depends on what you want. Like, for example, the kind of the gold standard, the industry standard for first-person video, high-definition video drones is the DJI Phantom, right? DJI Phantom Professional or DJI Phantom Advanced. People love that drone. The problem is it's between $700 for the base model all the way up to about $2,500 for the professional, and that's out of some people's price range. If I'm going to teach my 10-year-old to fly a drone for the first time, I don't want him flying around my $1,500 DJI Phantom Advanced. I want my 10-year-old learning to fly with this guy, right? The $70 World Tech Toys Striker first-person video, FPV. This is a really cool little drone. It's fast, it's durable, it's fun. It's got about a 6-7 minute battery life. It has a headless mode, but it doesn't have a return to base mode, but you're not going to send this thing off very far anyway. And it's a really, really cool drone to learn to fly. I learned to fly on this guy right here. It's also marketed under the brand Syma, or Syma, depending on how you pronounce it, S-Y-M-A. It's the X5C-1. That's this exact drone right here. Syma X5C-1. Replacement parts are dirt cheap. And this thing's $70. And it's perfect because it's practically disposable. If somebody does manage to break it, which I have found it's pretty tough to do because I crash this thing hard a lot. The rotors are cheap. The rotor guards are cheap. The landing little, what do you call these stanchion things here, are cheap. Even the camera, I bought a replacement camera, it was $18. Bought replacement batteries. I got 5 of them for $18. I got a charger to charge all 5 at once for $8. I mean, the parts to run these things are very inexpensive. So what's the best quadcopter? I don't know, man. It depends on what you want to use it for. It depends on how much functionality you want to get out of it. It depends on what you want to do with it. The best starter quadcopter, in my opinion, is the Syma X5C-1, X5CSW, or World Tech Toys Striker FPV, if you want to call it that. Syma, they white label their drones out, so a lot of companies sell them under different names, but this is basically the guy right here, and it's pretty easily recognizable. You can, like I said, you could find it on Google, you can find it on Amazon, and it's going to look pretty much like this no matter where you find it. It's about a foot, maybe 14 inches long or wide. Both, actually. So people always ask me, Brian, how you got all this time, man, to be messing around with drones and knowing what's good and what's bad? Well, when you're self-employed, you can do that, right? So if you're interested, by the way, in finding more time to pursue your hobbies instead of work for your boss, you can click on the link I put below the video. Go to workingwithbrian.com, see what it's all about, find out how I got free. But that's beside the point. Right now, we're talking about drones. We're talking about what's the best drone. Starter drone, here. If you're into professional high-definition video shooting type of drone, I would go with the DJI Phantom series.